Greetings, greetings, family near and far.
Greetings.
On planet, off planet, Shambhala in the planet. If you've got agreeable nature, we love one to step forward. If you've got a disagreeable nature, not too keen on a step back. Introduce the thing, my youth.
Yeah, back with Ladycrowne, and we don't stay down, we stay up, and we don't chat pop, because it's real talk, episode 45. And yeah, let's tap into this one here. Big ups to all the subscribers out there. The channel's growing, man, you know, every single day, like I like to say. Yeah, shout out to all the subscribers out there. Yeah, man, you help the channel get to where it is now, be more interactive, especially with the comments out there. Big up to all the people that commented out there.
Yes, all of you.
All of you. Can't just name one.
Yeah, well, we can. Mary, Michelle,
Dominic. Who else? Tandoy.
Yeah, Tandoy.
Yeah, shout out to Tandoy for sharing out the videos out there. There's many of them. Mike Take Flight.
Mike Take Flight.
Big ups to you, bro. All of you out there, we've missed you. You know, we shouted you out because it's about the all. It's about the oneness of life. And when you tap into that type of mentality, trust me, you'll be tapping into unity, baby. TARK.
So keep on liking, keep on subscribing, and keep on sharing.
But we need it.
We want the message to go far and wide, to proliferate every crevice and every corner of this planet. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the people them need to be woken up out of their deep slumber, out of their psychosis, out of their coma. You get what I'm saying? Because that's what most people are in, an absolute coma that just don't know it. One back in.
Huh? Yeah. This was what I was gonna say. The Windhoff breath is so key for us if we really tap into that. It's gave me a lot of energy right now, and trust me, when you learn about the breath, you'll realize that it strengthens your lymphatic system, your cardiovascular system, and also allows you to deal with so much stress within. You know, when you strengthen your hormones, you become stronger within, and like I like to say, so within, so without. You know, no self-doubt. You know. And just trust me, this is why I'm no longer careless and I'm fearless. And when you get into that type of mentality, you can start living your best life, man. And realizing that it's about tapping within here first. Then your external realm will represent that as well, because it's all vibration, frequency, and energy, like I've been mentioning recently. So yeah, big ups to all the divine souls out there. Big ups to all the galactic beings, all the starseeds, all the light workers, all the chosen ones. Trust me, we've all got a mission on this planet. And when you find that out, then you can really start living it, you know? Not just acting like it, really living it, you get me? And that's what really manifests it. Trust me, big ups to all of you out there. Got enough love for you all. Shout out to the tweeters out there.
Listen.
They got that love.
Beautiful.
The lovebirds out there. They're always with us, man.
It's just beautiful.
Beautiful out here. Big ups to all of you, man.
Yeah, well, and you know what I could say? So much for global warming. The planet's supposed to be heating up. Right about now, to step out my yard with scarf and blinking jacket on.
My weather's up and down, round and round, isn't it?
But that's what I'm saying. If you listen to the idiot them out there, you'd actually believe that the planet is... they're my idiot. No, whatever title they want to call themselves. I'm tapped in. They're my idiot. You know what I'm saying? And if you follow them, then say, fool, follow fool. And we know that those you tuning into this are not stupid. Do you know what I'm saying? It's June 5th, 6th, and look at what we're surrounded with. So there's no such thing as global warming. It's lies.
It's one of the biggest
scams, isn't it? Another one of the scams that they perpetrate on men and women. Because, you know, we don't use the humanity one because we know where we're going with that. So you must overs. You know what I mean? If anything, the planet's cooling down. And, you know, for you to reduce your carbon footprint is to literally reduce you, to take you off the planet. You inhale oxygen and you breathe out carbon dioxide. So what they're saying, lesser we breathe in, the better for the planet. Is that what they're saying? Is that what the whole agenda's about? Come on, men and women out there, it's time to wake up and realise what's happening globally, on a global scale, but also to you right where you are, in your living room, your workplace, wherever you are right now. It's happening. And you can do something about it. Do not fall for the bullshit and the lies, because that's all it is. Spread far and wide through the mainstream media. And we know about the media, Medea, goddess of
illusion. That creates hella confusion.
And that's what we got on the planet. whole heap of confusion. It's been a while since I tapped into the the old smack scene that then like for throwing our people body through coercion to fear and all the rest of those things that they use. You know what I mean? You know, no informed consent, because if you knew what was in it, I guess the majority of you out there would have said, you know what, thanks but no thanks. So we know what they've done. But I mean, I was just looking at the latest statistics from the government yellow card scheme, because you remember I mentioned the yellow card scheme some time ago, because it records all the adverse reactions. Let me just start by saying, because I did make some notes here, because it's quite quite a lot. There's quite a lot. So if I just tell you that as of the 26th of May 2022, sorry, in England, because they do break it up in England, Scotland, Wales. I'm just going to refer to England because right now that's where we're there. Okay, first dosage, we've got 45 million out of population. They reckon about 67, but that's to do with their census, and they never get the figures right because it's not possible, yeah? Second, 42 million, and then the booster, 35 million. There's a considerable difference between the 42 and the 33, because when people had to take the booster, it's dropped down to 33 million. Now, there's been lots and lots of adverse effects, and if you check out Sir Christopher Choke, an MP, he's really advocating for the men and women and children that have been harmed through the smack scene. Yeah, you're not going to hear a lot about it because they just don't tend to publicise the fact too much. But yeah, this is their own government data, so I'm not making anything up. So there's lots. So I'm just going to pick out some of them and literally tell you what the numbers are, and you know what the demise of these people are as well. Some of them that's taken it. Okay, so we've got blood disorders. There's a total injuries of 27,582 with 24 deceased. Cardiac disorders, 28,392, deceased 377. Congenital disorder, 232, 3 deceased. Got your ear disorders, 18,900. So when I say disorders, I don't know what that means. You're going to have to make a determination as well. In what way? Are they lost hearing in one ear? Or are they completely deaf? I don't know, because this is what I'm saying. It's just a blanket statement. 18,900, 1 deceased. Endocrine disorders, 934, 0 disease. Eye disorders, 24,791. What is a disorder? Yet again, it's not defined. Is that loss of vision? Do you know what I'm saying? What is it? We don't know. 0 deceased. Then there's one here called general. Yet again, I don't know what that means. It's 418,924, and it just says general. Yes, again, I don't know. With a decease of 696. Let's have a look. Infections, 35,000. Disorder, 35,711 disorders, and deceased 241. We've got one that says here injuries. Now these are all injuries as far as I'm concerned, but there's an amount here for injuries. Yet again, you have to determine what that is. 19,825, 4 deceased. Investigations, I don't know what that means, because this is the yellow card scheme which reports the adverse reactions. 19,977, 5 deceased. Metabolic disorders, 12,577, 5 deceased. And this is me not reading all of these out because there is quite a lot. Let's have a look. Nervous system disorder, 286,629. Muscle and tissue disorder, 176,069. We've got here one lumped together. Pregnancy conditions include miscarriage and injuries, 1,192. Deceased 20. Psychiatric disorders, 31,513, 11 deceased. Reproductive and breast disorders, 56,650, with 221 deceased. And the last one I'll read out is vascular disorders, 23,079, with a decease of 97. Now, only one to 10% of these are reported. So that's this actually the numbers that I'm reading out, which are own government numbers, could be a lot higher, and probably are, because these are the ones that have been reported. Yeah. So you use your own mind to determine what that means in terms of the numbers that I've read out and what numbers they could actually be, because the reporting of these things is a long form that's got to be filled out. It's supposed to be filled out by the doctors. But if you're getting this many people coming in with injuries, and it's taking you 10-15 minutes to do one form, then maybe they're not doing them, and so therefore the amounts that I've read out here could be, and probably will be, a lot higher. And it just astounds me how this whole episode of the last 2 years can just literally drop out of the news, out of the media, out of the headlines. And there are people struggling to get on with their lives, can't go back to work, suffering real adverse reactions and disabilities, and they're just as if we're not going to talk about them, we're going to hide them under the carpet. Well, not hide them. There's a yellow card scheme. If you happen to go looking for it, you can find out what these injuries are. But what about the lives of these men, women, and young men and young women that have literally been destroyed, from the adverse reactions? It's something that we should pay some kind of thoughts to, because it's real. It might not have affected you directly, but I dare say somebody who's had some sort of adverse reactions, even the minor ones. And when I talk about the minor ones, the ones that got the pneumodium magnets sticking to their arms. What's it all about? What's in it? What do we need to know? What should we be doing? What should we be researching? What questions should we be asking? Because everybody that went along with the narrative went along because they actually believed that what they were told was factual, and that they were doing something to not only protect themselves but protect everybody else. Because that's what we are. We're a caring and loving people, men and women, and anything that I can do to better your life and my life, then we'll stand up and do. But when you need to have the facts and the real information, and you need to trust where that information is coming from. So far, I think they've failed terribly, don't you? They really have failed in giving us the real information and the facts when we needed it, so we could have real informed choices and decision making. Because I dare say these people that are, that form part of these numbers that I've read out, would wish that they had more opportunity to think about what was going to take, what the possibilities were, because we've all been told about the Pfizer documents that they wanted to bury for 75 years, and I think the judge in Texas said no. People have a right to know. If they're going to, you're still going to be rolling this thing out, and people are still going to be offered these vaccines, then at least let them know what some of the adverse reactions are. And guess what? I think they knew that all the reactions that people are having or have had were all part of the information that they wanted to hide and bury. So yeah, it's been a long time since I touched on that, so I just thought I'd have a look and see what they were saying on their government website. And this is the information there. You can go and check it out for yourself. It's not hidden. Just type in yellow card scheme uk.gov.uk, and it will, the information will come up for you, and you can go and look at it and read it for yourself. It's not good reading, it really isn't. But what can I say? These things have happened, have taken place. It's for us to make sure that they never happen again, and that the people that have pushed this agenda are held accountable for their actions, because it's out of your good faith and trust in your doctors, your nurses, your clinicians, your government, that a lot of men and women would have gone and done what they thought they needed to do to protect themselves and those around them, granny and all the rest of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've got all sorts flying around me at the moment. So yeah, just thought I'd touch on that and just revisit it, because it's not gone away, and I don't think it ever will. We've got a lot more to come with the smack scene, and the one that's come out now, is it the gorilla one, gorilla pox, or whatever we call it, pox, yeah, that one, which is nothing more than your immune system breaking down, because after the third one, your immune system's reduced by 70%. So everything and anything can affect you. Shingles, herpes, and they all look like the pox. So it's all the immune system breaking down for these men and women and young people that have taken these shots, jabs, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, come in, my youth.
I feel lighter.
I feel much lighter. It's been a long time since I spoke about it, and I really felt that I just needed to just do a little check and see what was happening. And the numbers are just astronomical, and like I said, it's nothing compared to the real numbers, because that's only, you know, a small percentage that's actually been reported. So I do feel lighter. I always feel lighter when I'm, you know, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I want to take a different angle, because you know me, I'm internal. You see, when you gain this information that Ladycrowne's tapped into, you realise that a lot of it can become a distraction now, because now you know the truth. Now the real truth's within, the real truth's about your journey, about what you're doing in life, and this is what I'm all about. And what I like to say is that my mentor likes to say this, and I say something else, and I say it now. He likes to say, he says, whatever you focus on, it grows. And I like to say, wherever your focus goes, your energy flows. So what I choose to do is focus on my mind, body, and soul in order to achieve my goals. But also, I do put a little bit of my focus on what's going on out there in terms of so many things, in terms of so-called wars, false flags, the bang bang boogie, because you need to know what's going on in order to live your best life and focus on your journey. So going back to what I was previously talking about your focus is key, because as long as you're focusing on the distractions, because they're going to give you all these distractions, even when it's with the bang bang boogie, that can become a distraction for you, because when you're focusing on that, you're not focusing on self, you're not focusing on your journey. And this is why I love promoting meditation out there, because meditation is the best form of medication. A lot of people, you know, they're literally externalizing their power, and I get it, because we're in a physical visual world. So it's understandable why a lot of people focus on things that don't really serve them all in all, because like I said previously, when you gain this truth, now you can move on, and also, you know what I mean, tap into your own frequency. Because check this out now, when you drift your focus to their reality, you become a part of their reality. This is why the you know, the Will Smith slap got so much coverage, because we as mankind, womankind, we love to focus our energy onto the mainstream reality, and that actually makes that reality even more real, because your energy's flowing over there. Just like I like to say, wherever your focus goes, your energy flows. And when you control your focus, you will start ascending. And I mean controlling your focus within, because so within, so without. Whatever's going on within you will be your external realm. And what I've learned through my journey is that me improving my vibration, my frequency, and my energy has allowed my life experiences to be much, much more better. Because when I was in a lower frequency, trust me, I could have a bad day. Trust me, I could have a good day, could have an alright day. I was all over the shop, fam. I wasn't centered. And because now I stay in my heart center, that's what I'm receiving from others and the universe. When you really start connecting with the universe, you'll realize that the majority of things out here is an illusion for you. It's out. And key thing here, yeah? When you watch The Matrix, I know many people are tapped into The Matrix. When you watch The Matrix, yeah, you'll realize, just like that woman in the red dress, when Neo looks at her, it's the focus outside of himself that drifts his power away from him internally. And I get it, because like I said earlier, we're in a physical visual world. So most of us are focused on every single thing outside of us, but nothing within us, where the true power is within. You know, our ancestors were communicating on a different vibration through the pineal gland, telepathy. That's how we used to communicate. Slowly and slowly but surely, as we get into this modern era, we're getting more and more in touch with technology, which takes away your knowledge, the word. You know what I mean? Then ourselves and nature. We're more in touch with AI than ourselves.
Yeah.
And this is why Elon Musk said you're already a cyborg. And he ain't lying, because if you check your screen time, you'll realize, wow, I'm spending a lot more time with my phone than myself and other people. This is the world that we're living in now, and if you don't realize that the real truth within you, I'm telling you, you're always going to be looking outside of yourself. I just thought I'd give you that message, because I know this is why my path and so many other people's path that are on a similar journey to me can be quite lonely. It can be quite lonely because the internal world is only for a few, the chosen ones. It's only for a few, and trust me, when you get on that path there, you're gonna have to have a strong mind. You're gonna have to be determined and committed to your mission on this planet, because you know so many people are so distracted. And like I like to say, you got to tap into the laws of attraction and get rid of the distractions. And when you do that, I'm telling you right now, you'll see miracles happening within your life and realize that you're creating your reality, nobody else. You're a divine creator, and as long as you know that, you can start really living your best life. And that's something that I'm going to note on, before I pass it back on to Ladycrowne. Really learn about your language. A lot of people are using the wrong language, and when I started learning about language, I only know a bit, but I started changing how I speak, you know, with the human business, you know what I mean, and knowing that human means monster. It doesn't actually mean what they say it means. It means something totally different. And when you really learn about your language, you can start really raising your energy and realizing who you truly are, because you are a star. Don't let anybody bring you down, man. You know what I mean? Like I like to say, keep on loving yourself wholeheartedly, and remember how powerful you are. Keep on cultivating peace, love, harmony and healing within your energy field, and that will be your external realm as well. Blessings to you.
You got it off your chest.
I feel lighter.
See, we feel lighter. It's a wonderful way to, you know.
Last thing now, yeah? Have conscious connections. A lot of people haven't got conscious connections. When you have conscious connections, then those connections can help you on your journey. You know what I mean? A lot of people have got connections for a program, and when you have connections for a program, all you're going to get is the program. You're not going to get what's going to help you and serve you on your journey. So try your best, especially in these times right now. We need conscious connections with each other, and when you have those conscious relationships, I'm telling you right now, you'll feel it, baby. Oh yeah, trust me. Oh, TARK. And now I feel even more lighter.
Oh, fantastic!
You know what I mean?
It's good.
It's beautiful. You see, when you can express yourself for who you truly are, it's a liberation that most people can't have, because they live in a fake reality. They live in a facade of themselves. It's not them true selves. And when I found the truth within me, I'm telling you, I felt so good, real good. And I hope that you lot are out there doing the same as well, because trust me, spread your light, man. Trust me, don't live in the darkness, because as long as you're there, you're going to be in those low frequencies, man. Love yourself, baby.
That's where they want you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, this read Robert Kiyosaki, his book, not the Rich Dad Poor Dad one. I think he released about another 2 or 3. I think one he did with Jim Rickards and somebody else. But he talks about fake teachers, fake bankers. It's all fake. I mean, you know, when DT came out and you know he was selected whatever as president of the United States, noted not America, United States, the corporation. And he started to say, you know, you're fake news, you're fake news. Yeah, and everybody kind of like ridiculed him, you know, and what's he talking about? You know, Fox News is, you know, been in existence for 100 years and we, you know, renowned for our report. They're not, they are reporters, because reporter means to no port, you're not reporting anything. They're not journalists. A real journalist will dig down deep, get the facts, not be there based on opinion and what they've been told to say by the powers that be. Real journalism you won't see in front of you, because if you did, we wouldn't have all this fakeness around it. Because one thing that could stop it overnight is for men and women who call themselves journalists to really stand up and speak the truth. It would stop like that overnight. Everything would change, because for once would be speaking the truth. But that's not going to happen. So you know, don't expect it to any day soon. You just got to know your truth and stand up in that truth, even if you're the only one out there that's speaking it and living it. Guess what? That's your truth and you own it. And not only that, but you can actually, you know, validate it with factual evidence, you know, because the things that I say, I mean, I don't say them because it sounds good. It's what I know, you know. I know these things. Well, I'll come, but actually, because that's where my focus goes. Like STS says,
Yeah, your
that's where
focus
my
is it.
energy
Yeah,
flows,
yeah.
because it has to, in order to, for me to be in the world but not of the world. I have to do these things. I have to know these things, and I think it's important for me to do that, because it's about giving myself as much
Giving up
information,
yourself. Yeah.
knowledge as I can, and then sharing it far and wide for those who don't have the time to do the kind of research or be tapped into the things that we're tapped into. That's why we just come, raw, fresh and organic like this on a Monday and say, yo, check this one out. You know what I'm saying? We've been banging on about this since, we started back last year. And like I said, when we look at the global warming, yeah, anybody seen the sun behind us? It's cloudy and dark. Like, well, guess what? Let's not go there, because we don't already know what's going off there.
Can I say this?
Mm.
Because I was on about it earlier a little bit. You see these truths, yeah, for you personally, it's not affecting you in a bad way because you know the truth.
Yeah.
See, if you didn't know the truths, then it could affect you in a bad way because you could align to the agenda.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. So your focus is key. Your focus creates reality.
No, just
It
100.
really does, man.
100.
What they say.
Yeah. Those of you who haven't already done so, and I know I keep banging on about it, but I just feel it in my spirit to keep on banging on about it.
Subconscious, bro.
You must start to divest yourself out of this fiat currency system, and you must. Not financial advice. We're not telling you what to do, but guess what? It would help and benefit you immensely if you did start to convert some of that plastic paper, whatever that fiat currency is, into the precious metals, and dipping your toe into some of the cryptocurrencies, just edging your bets, because it's the whole money printing is gone crazy. I mean, it's on steroids. It's a freight train heading to a brick wall, and there's no brakes to stop it. It's going to happen. They have to keep printing in order to keep the interest rates down, because once the interest rates go up, it's all over. Either way, let's put it this way. Either way, the train is going to hit the wall. Do you know what I'm saying? Either way, regardless of what they do. The UK is running a massive budget deficit, over £500 billion. Massive deficit. It's already been bailed out. I remember when I was growing up back in the summer of '76, and anybody listening is around my age or will remember the summer of '76. It was so hot. Oh my goodness, they called it the Indian summer and all sorts of names together. But that was when the UK went to the IMF for a bailout. I think it was £4 billion they wanted to borrow. Yeah. Country of bankrupt. Because when you go and borrow because you've not got no money, that means you're bankrupt. So they're going to come with their terms and conditions. I think they paid it back up. Initially they asked for 4 billion, and then they took 2 billion and were able to pay it back. But that's just one of the many debts that they did pay back. But there's some going back to the World War One or World War Two that still haven't been paid back. There's sort of like parks over there. These, God, I mean, I don't know how to describe it. I mean, the Bank of England, as I already told you, is a private corporation. I mean, since King William III, 1689 to 1702, the country, yet again going through the same sort of system, with the bankruptcy, wrote some bonds out and then borrowed them out, sent them to lenders. These lenders were just men that were very, very wealthy. That's how the Bank of England came into existence, because these lenders then, designed or made or did whatever they did to have the Bank of England. That's why it's a private corporation. It's not it was backed by the gold and the silver, but then they took that away. So now we've got massive money printing and the scamdemic of the last 2 years. We need more money for PPE, and we need this. So they're printed into oblivion. For those at the top, their pockets are full. They're buying up all the assets. And for those at the bottom, they're going to leave you with stocks and shares that are going to go to absolutely zero, or money that you think that you put down for a rainy day in the bank, which is going to, the banks will probably do a bail-in. They've already done a bailout. And in those banking charters, if you read them, it tells you that they can do a bail-in, and you just have stocks and shares in a bank. But if the bank's bankrupt, what value are those stocks and shares going to have? Very little. The time is nigh, and it's very imminent We're getting on with life, and there's building works going off around us, and all sorts happening because everybody's we can feel a pinch because the prices are going up in the stores, and the fuel costs, etc., etc. We haven't felt anything yet. We really haven't felt anything yet, and it will get crazy. I mean, really crazy to the point where getting stuck in here because we've got glass going around at the front here as well.
The bees are out here.
Yeah, it's going to get crazy. Really and truly, the food, all the things that are happening. I mean, the amount of farms that have been burnt down in America in this year alone. I think it's about 16 or so. You know what I mean? Warehouses where they store just burn down. I mean, how can these things happen where farmers being paid not to produce? And that's when when the farmers get a subsidy. Do you think it's for them to grow more crops? No, it's to stop them from growing it, because all this is winding the whole system down. Those at the top don't care one iota about me or you. Trust me. Michael Jackson told us already.
They don't care about us.
There you go. And that's a fact. So guess what we do? We care about us. And we care about yourself, and we care about each other. So henceforth, the message loud and clear. You must divest. You must edge your bets. You must have things for barterability, because lots of things are just going to go off the shelves. You are going to see, if you've not looked into what's happening in Sri Lanka, then look there. The Pakistan have already approached IMF for a loan. You've got the likes of Portugal, Italy, Spain, Ireland. You know what I mean? That are quivering, and that will probably go to the IMF for a loan. By the time the UK get there, there'll be nothing left. So there will be no bailout for the United Kingdom and its economy. It will all crash and it will all collapse, and it will be a world of pain and a world of boy. The last thing you want, okay, is for your loved ones to go without. And when I say go without, I mean go without the essentials that they need. We have dominion over everything on this planet. It's been taken away from us, unbeknown to us. Now we know you need to take it back. One way you can do that is starting to preserve what you've got now, so you can take it into the new economy, because there's a new economy. It's running parallel. The SWIFT system is over. They're all adopting the cryptocurrency, the Stellar blockchain, whatever blockchain they choose. It might be Algorand, it might be one of the other ones, because there's going to be about 7 or so blockchains that these countries are going to be running on. And it will be sovereign countries, sovereign states. So therefore, that means when you're sovereign, what are you? You're self-reliant. As we are, as men and women, or sovereign, you're self-reliant, rely on self. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be your own banker, unless you're tied into their system, and you'll have the digital, CBDC, their digital currency. If you're outside of that, then you'll have your own little crypto wallet with your own little things in it, and nobody can't touch it because it's yours. If you're not woken up before, if you're not aware of what's happening, and this is sounding like, oh, what's she talking about? Just do a little bit of a research. It won't take you much or long to find out what's happening, because it's happening right in front of your face, right here, right now. You need to stock up on all of your necessities, and I mean all of it. Don't panic buy, but at the same time, don't be lackadaisical, because you might be able to go to shops today, and tomorrow you might not be able to. The 2008 collapse was on a knife edge, and I mean a knife edge, until they decided to come with the quantitative easing. Quantitative easing, what's that? Money printing. We're now in 2022, and it's in a worse state than it was in 2008. So you can imagine what sort of collapse we're going to suffer, and we're going to be at the brunt of it, because we're here and now, in this day and this time, to experience what we're going to experience. Now we can either prepare for it, so we can shelter and make sure that we can not only survive but thrive, or we can be ill prepared and suffer a world of pain, because there'll be nobody coming to your aid. You think you're going to be sat on your arse working from home getting your little payment? It won't happen like that, trust me, because they're even down to those receiving benefits. For a time, they'll be receiving nothing, because everything will go dark. Lights out, none of this, no electricity. It sounds like, oh no, that won't happen. It already has. We've suffered power cuts. Growing up as a child in this country, we used to have power cuts on a regular. But I mean, this one might last a few days, few weeks, few months. I don't know. you know what I'm saying? But I know something's coming, and what's coming is not pretty, and they can't stop it. It's going to happen no matter what they do, how much they print, and whatever they do, it will not stop what's going to happen, because it's ordained for it to happen. The system's set up like that. No fiat currency ever lived past 100 years. This one's been going on for about 102, 103, or whatever. It's done its sell by date, and once they took it off the gold standard, it was all over anyway. It was always going to be a matter of time. The time is now. It's not backed by anything, yeah? But what you can do, and I'll say people quite clearly, take the piece of plastic or the paper, whatever it's printed on, and exchange it for real wealth. The money that's always been here on the planet, the precious metals, your gold, your silver, and especially silver. It's so cheap. I mean, they slam that price down day in, day out, $22 or whatever. You can't buy it for that, but that's the spot price. But if you can get your hands on some, I suggest you do. You know, find one hole and bury him backside until you need him, because you're going to need it. Yeah? Come in, my youth.
You know what? Just come to my head that, no, you know me, it's all in the present moment. I'd like to shout out a few more subs out there. Big ups to Michelle Clare, big ups to Mel Nangle, big ups to Lincoln Theron, commented on quite a few podcasts earlier on. Bless ups to the subs, you know, because like I like to say, without you lot, it wouldn't have got to this this level where it's at, even though people may think it's small. In our minds it's big, you see, because it's about your perception, man. Because your perception creates reality. Well, that shit. You know what? Come to me now. Your non-physical world is conducting a lot of your physical world. So the best thing that you can do is work on your vibration, frequency, and your energy, baby. Just like Nikola Tesla said out there, because that's what's really creating your reality. This is what I love saying: raise your energy, you know. And yeah, man. Recently, Bilderberg, is it? Let me pronounce it right.
The
Bilderberg group had a meeting, and you got to look sharp, you know, baby.
That's them making decisions about what's going to happen in your lives.
Trust me, it's not no joke out here. This
Only,
is about...
sorry,
No, go on.
Unelected, so-called officials, elites, making decisions about the lives of men and women all over the world. Who and what gave them or gives them the authority over us and our lives? You know what I'm saying? Self-determination. They throw out the Davos one, and they talk about the Davos and Klaus Schwab and all the rest of it, and let you know about that one. But you know, the Bilderbergs have been meeting for way back when, way long time with them little stuff with them after they have their meeting when you and I sleep down in their little underground chambers doing whatever they do down there. You just got to watch the movie Eyes Wide Shut. You watched that movie. That was Stanley Kubrick telling Uno what go on in real life. It wasn't, and there was a whole heap that was cut out of that movie, and Stanley didn't live much longer after that one as well. Not quite sure what happened to him, but I reckon you lot can guess, can't you? Because he was revealing the secrets that they don't want you to know. Watch that movie Eyes Wide Shut. Stanley Kubrick as the director.
Yeah, there's been 3 mass shootings in America recently. We don't know whether that's false flag or not, but from what I'm tapping into, it might be, because it's an agenda to take your guns away from the Americans out there. But they got the Constitution, haven't they? Is it the first Constitution?
Second. Right to bear arms.
Yeah, right to. And check this out now. Is it the Canadian? What's it?
Trudeau.
Yeah, he's taking the handguns off the public. Thinking what the. Because of what's happening in America.
It doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any...
Never happened in Canada.
You can see what's going on here. It's all over the shop.
A disarmed population is one that you can control. It's as simple as that. And in America, they've been trying for the longest time to
they can't do it because of the second constitution.
It's there. It's enshrined in their laws.
The forefathers put that there for a reason.
Yeah. So
to protect.
And when you got your rogue elements in your government, because they swear, I know if you know, to serve and protect, and it says foreign and domestic. That's your enemies that are foreign and domestic, because you've got a domestic enemy. You know what I'm saying? You've got treason going off within your government structure. Then it's to the people have to do something about it. You cannot live under tyranny and treason. Do you know what I'm saying? So that right to bear arms is there to protect the men and women of America, but they want to, you know, vilify them and this that. The same people them what are telling you, Uno, say you must, you know, hand it all in, hand your guns in, don't this that. When them I walk up and down Pan Road,
They got the thing.
tell me how many bodyguards they got around them and what they got on them.
Protected.
Exactly. So you know what, we can have we can be protected. You know, we can live in our ivory towers and be protected by barbed wire and this, that, and tower and armed guards. But oh no, hand them in. And then, you know, you might have some difficult people to deal with on road who, you know, don't care about life, don't value life. But, you know, if they take your life, so well, what? No. It don't work like that.
One man in one of the mass shootings, I think he was a security guard. He got killed in a mass shooting, and he was making engines just with water. He was making cars running on water.
Yeah, that was a bit sus, wasn't it?
A bit suspect. Yeah. Still, great man. He used that technology.
Young man as well.
And he was on quite a few platforms as well before he transitioned.
But he ended up dying.
Yeah, because you see what he was doing, it was going against, again, the agenda, going against their paper.
Yeah, mess with their money.
Mess with them. When you mess with somebody's money, especially them and there, like I like to say.
Economic hitmen come after you, man.
I think people come after you. But one thing I realized, going back to creating your reality again, even though you know this, one thing you have to do is tap into your own frequency and realize that you're protected and guided when you're on alignment on your assignment on this planet. So even though, those things do happen, it's all in divine order. Remember that. So don't be scared. Don't have fear.
No.
Realize that we're here. You know what I mean? And we'll always be here. You know why? Because you're a multi-dimensional being. That shit be.
Just having a mankind.
See, I mean, got you there, you know.
Got me. See what I said? Mankind experience. It's so easy.
It's so easy to slip because remember,
that's all you've had all
your
life.
It's been programmed within your subconscious. Yeah. So it's still there. This is why I love to say your action overrides the program. If you didn't take action with changing your language, would you change it? Absolutely not. You stick with the program, babe.
Exactly.
So
we want to be nice, but we know what nice means, don't we?
Stupid.
Look it up in etymology.
Stupid.
Just go into etymology online and type in nice and see what comes up.
You want to turn real.
Everything in reverse.
And when you turn real, things work out for you. You know why? Because you're vibrating at a different level. Yeah. Because this world's so fake. Trust me, while they're listening to Drake, I'm listening to K Reno.
Yeah.
Because he knows the real truth.
And he spits it.
Over 50 plus albums, you know. My favorite rapper out there.
How many people know about K?
How many people know about K? But he's worldwide.
Yeah.
Trust me, he's known in nearly every single country. People in countries that don't even speak English are rapping his lyrics. Imagine that. Yeah. You know? So yeah, man. Conscious, brother. Telling the truth, and obviously didn't take the contract. You know what I mean? Didn't go and sit in that little room and sign his life away and give his soul to the demonic forces. Yeah, didn't sign that blood contract.
No, he didn't do it.
Go through that door. You know, the Nori's door. Didn't go through that door. No. People know what I talk about with Nori, but yeah, didn't go through that door. But yeah, man. Like I like to say, keep loving yourself, baby.
Oh, 100.
Because we love you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're always sending out that good ass energy.
Yeah, man, for real.
Real life shit.
Soul tribe, soul family. We're global. Because we are global.
We're all connected, man.
We're all interconnected.
Real life.
We just come together at a meeting of the minds. You know what I'm saying? And we can overcome everything. Absolutely everything. Because it's, you know, our reality is what we say it is. Simple.
It's what you speak, it's what you live, it's what you do.
Absolutely.
Real life shit. Keep saying it.
Yeah, man.
Real life shit.
We don't know, star.
But what a beautiful day.
Yes.
What a beautiful day.
Listen to those birds.
Listen to the tweets.
So yeah.
Oh, it's lovely connecting with y'all out there, you know, because we feel it, man. Real life, man. And I just hope you all living your best life and doing well, you know, and eating well as well. Key thing, you know what I mean? Eating well.
Even though my plan food shortage.
Biochemistry.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
Buy up your CMAS, man. Sure.
Buy up your bladder, what tip.
Buy them up, put them down. They will just nourish your body.
Yeah.
You don't have to munch on nothing when you get all those minerals.
They're more important than food.
I'm telling you.
Getting your herbs.
For real.
Your alkaline herbs, baby.
Yeah.
And we can feel it. It's the end.
Yeah.
Of the show.
It certainly is.
But we're gonna be back again.
Oh, absolutely.
Real life.
And
yeah. Keep working on your. No. Gotta say this, Everything's hidden in plain sight. All you gotta do is tap into the right frequency, and you'll be guided. And yeah, that's all we gotta say for this one. Ladycrowne and STS over and out. Peace and blessings.
Peace.
Peace.